Hi everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Emma. I am a lifestyle blogger turned YouTuber. I talk about conscious consumption, capsule wardrobes, being very thoughtful when it comes to what you purchase and the clothing that you wear. So welcome, thank you so much for being here. Today I want to talk about my thought process when it comes to shopping. So this is actually something that someone DM'd me last week on Instagram about, and she asked me what my thought process was and the steps that I take when I am purchasing things in a thoughtful way. So I thought, what better way to actually talk about this than to just sit down on the floor in front of my wardrobe at 7 o'clock at night and just do this and have a resource for you guys when you are shopping. So my last couple of videos really did highlight shopping a lot, and I wanted to just stop, take it back a notch and talk about why my thought process and the steps that I take when I am shopping so that I can continue to be a conscious consumer, be thoughtful, and then sort of live by my values. So if you are struggling and there's way too many choices out there and you are trying to shop, you're trying to update your wardrobe, you are trying to create a wardrobe that you really love, but you're just thinking there's way too much out there, I don't even know where to get started, this is just overwhelming and very annoying, that is actually called choice overload, and it is a cognitive impairment which actually stops us from making choices. So it essentially paralyzes us. I mean, you've probably been to a restaurant where there's just way too many options on the menu and you just don't know what to eat. It's kind of like that. So if you are shopping for a new pair of denim pants and there's just way too many options, eventually you'll just get frustrated, and most of the time you'll either grab something that you don't really love or you will just forget about it. So that's sort of what we want to stop from happening, and just taking those small steps and those fundamentals that I talked about before and applying those when you are shopping so that you don't have those problems. Now, I'm definitely not an expert. I do struggle with this all the time, and I go back and forth between buying things that I don't really love and then having to return them. So this is an ongoing process and something that I'm trying to do to better myself and my life. But I do still have certain key factors in making every single purchase, and that's what I want to share with you. So I have a little notepad here because I obviously can't remember everything while I'm talking to the camera and I don't want to forget anything. And I'm just going to go through it and kind of give you an idea of what the thought process is for me. I know that this is very personal and is definitely different for everybody. So just think of your lifestyle and your values and things like that when you are also going through your thought process when shopping. So the first thing that I do is I actually think about the gaps that I need to fill in my wardrobe. So what are those blanks in your wardrobe that you need? And please take into consideration the fact that you need them and you don't just want them. If you keep getting things that you just want, you will end up with duplicates, which is just not what you want. You're going to end up not wearing half of them. You're going to have to declutter. It's just a hot mess. So I like to look at my wardrobe. I look at where the blanks are. So for example, last week I realized that I needed a couple blazers. So I got a couple of blazers, and it's really great that I chose those because when I think about my gaps, I think about the upcoming season. So blazers are really great for fall. They're also really great for winter. And then again, thinking about next year into spring, they're perfect. So I'm going to get a lot of multi-seasonal wear out of them, and they're going to really be very versatile and just be able to be layered with just about anything. When you realize those blanks that you have in your wardrobe, those gaps that you need to fill, then think about the brands. So for example, using the blazer example, I knew that I wanted a blazer, so I thought about what brands would carry blazers that I share the same ethics as, the same values, brands that I know have a really great price point, that the sizing is really inclusive and really great, and I know that I'll be able to fit in them comfortably and that type of thing. So, and again, this is completely up to you and what brands you like and what brands you like to shop at. I think familiarity is really important too, because if you have a brand that you're really familiar with, that you really like, and you like going back to them all of the time, that makes it so much easier to go shopping because you know that you have like your 4 favorite brands and you just constantly go to them, which is very valuable and a really great thing to have. So I think of brands And then I go to those brands' websites, or if I can in person, go shopping. And what I'll do is I will actually just filter the category. So if I'm looking for blazers, I just filter that category on their website, and that kind of pushes away everything else and all of the other clutter. And that makes it a lot easier to shop because you don't have all of those options. After that, I think about longevity. So how long am I going to be able to wear this piece? And a couple of factors that are involved in longevity would be the fabric. So is it a fabric that you really enjoy wearing? Is it going to be itchy? Is the fabric going to pill? Is it just not a great fabric to be wearing multi-seasonal? The quality, if it's really great quality, you know that it's going to last forever and that you can get a ton of wear out of it. What is the style like? So is it a classic or a trend piece? I don't often buy trend pieces just because you don't get a lot of longevity out of them, because once they're out of style, then you sort of discard them and then you have to get something new. So you're constantly in that cycle. So don't recommend that. I prefer the classics because they're just so much more wearable for a longer period of time and for many different occasions. I also like to think about colors and what colors you really love and what colors really go well with you and your life, your lifestyle, what you already own, those types of things. And probably the most important thing I would say would be comfort. So if you have a item of clothing and it is not comfortable, you will not have it for a long time. You probably already know this, obviously. I like to think of denim in this sense because sometimes I will buy a pair of denim and maybe I get them and they're just a little bit too tight and I decide it'll be okay. They'll eventually stretch out. That's not a good plan. So I try not to do that. So, you know, is the length going to be comfortable? Is the material going to be comfortable? Is the cut going to be comfortable? The style, all of that. So comfort is a huge factor in my thought process when I'm buying clothes. How comfortable is this going to be? Is it going to be comfortable for working from home? Is it going to be comfortable for everyday wear, running errands, going out with friends, all of that stuff, for living life? Is it going to be comfortable just for living life? Because if it is, that's a really great piece to put in your cart. And lastly is versatility. So this can kind of be interwoven into the other parts that I just talked about. So versatility has a lot to do with style, whether it's classic or a trend piece, the colors, and how multi-seasonal it is. But something that's really important is how does it incorporate into your wardrobe? So what can you wear with it? So when I'm shopping, I like to think of versatility basically as like the make or break. So if I don't have like honestly, like three outfits in my head when I look at something, I'm probably not going to buy it. So if I'm looking at a sweater and I'm thinking, okay, I could wear it with this, this, and this, I'm way more likely to choose that. If it's something that I need to go and buy like a matching, you know, shirt for it, like I don't have anything that would really go great with this sweater, I'd have to buy this and this, that's not going to work. So how does it seamlessly integrate into your wardrobe effortlessly so that you can have like as many combinations as possible, which is also something that is really important to me as well. So if you see a lot of those challenges on Instagram where it's like one piece of clothing like 10 ways or whatever, that is like the key piece to have because you know that you're going to get so much wear out of it. So if I know that I'm going to be able to wear something a million times, again, thinking about those Instagram challenges, like the #30 wears, if you know that you're going to wear something over and over and over, and it's not just going to be kind of for a one occasion or two occasion type of thing, that is like the ultimate thought that I think when I am shopping. So those are my 4 thought processes when I am buying something. I know it doesn't seem like a lot. It's really not. It's an ongoing process. This is definitely going to be something that is going to change over time, and it is personal to everybody. So it is personal to you. It's different for you than what it is for me, but this process has really helped me in creating a wardrobe like the one behind me that I absolutely love, and just being able to pay off a little bit of debt because I'm not wasting money on things that I don't need. And it's just a really great way, in my opinion, to not have so much choice fatigue and to just feel really great about the outfits that you're wearing and the ease of getting dressed every day. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. This channel is teeny tiny and it could use all the love in the world. And don't forget to come back next week for next Sunday's video. If there's anything that you want to see, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what your thought process is when you are shopping, and if it's the same as mine or different from mine, or if any of these tips helped you. And I will see you next week. Bye.